It's sort of common now to see Rockstar games make headlines, whether it's because of something GTA related, like a major update featuring Dr. Dre, or the disaster that was the trilogy release, or the cash grab that's GTA Plus, but we seldom see major gaming news and other media organizations publishing articles related to Rockstar's Red Dead Online. But that is what we have here today. It's been a busy week, and so I wanted to get this out a little bit earlier, so forgive me for it being late, but today on the show we're going to be taking a look at both what Screen Rant and Gaming Bible had to say in response to Rockstar's lack of Red Dead Online updates. The more spotlight on this subject, the better in my opinion. There's nothing that we fans and players can do individually to make Rockstar do something themselves, but the more people aware of how their output and their products lately has just basically tanked and evaporated, well, the better for us. So let's jump in, shall we? If you enjoy this video at any point, or if you just find it helpful, let me know by dropping a like on it. And if you want to stay up to date and in the loop with everything Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online, consider hitting that subscribe button with your bell notifications turned on. So jumping right in, stop pretending to care about Red Dead Online, Rockstar. Rockstar still promotes discounts and weekly events for Red Dead Online, but with no new updates on the horizon, it's clear it's not here to stay. So we jump in. Occasional money bonuses and outfit discounts in Red Dead Online can't hide that Rockstar Games is no longer interested in its progress. The multiplayer component for Red Dead Redemption 2 and Red Dead Online has gone close to a year without major content updates, and the developer has given no reassurances that it will change anytime soon. While GTA Online, on the other hand, originally released in 2013, continues to receive new cars, game modes, and even heists, and Rockstar made its actual message loud and clear. RDO is close to death, and significant content updates at this time are a dream. Now that perfectly sums up how we feel about the state of the game right now and the situation that we're in. But moving on, they kind of talk about, the beginning of Red Dead Online, how it launched on November 27, 2018, a month after the release of RDR2 and the story mode, and included in the multiplayer was a smaller story titled Land of Opportunity. And this story centers around a revenge plot hatched by Jessica Leclerc. Leclerc tasks players with hunting down her husband's business partners, who she believes are the real culprits behind his death. The initial launch of RDO ended the story on a cliffhanger, but it was still an intriguing offering by multiplayer standards. That, coupled with the opportunity for heists and businesses and later updates like GTA Online, showed that RDO had the potential to be another massive hit for Rockstar. But as we're going to talk about later in this week, we haven't seen an update to the Land of Opportunity missions since May 14th, 2019. So it's been almost 3 years here, just under a few days now until we hit that point, which we will be talking about a little bit later on the channel. But we haven't gotten the heists. We have blood money crimes, contracts, and opportunities, which are robberies and heist-esque missions, but they're not the heist that players have been expecting, both for Red Dead Online and also expecting from Rockstar to put out for this game. Unfortunately, that potential has largely been wasted. One of the first big updates for Red Dead Online brought roles into the game, frontier pursuits, which we all love, and within these roles, players spend their time bounty, wildlife, and treasure hunting to make money and unlock features used to make even more money. It had all the tools to make Red Dead's role-playing better than GTA Online, and a few months later, the game got its first GTA Online-like business in the form of moonshining. Players were tasked with going on supply runs, waiting for the moonshine to be produced, and then delivering it by wagon. It was initially perceived as a good sign of things to come, but what followed was a year and a half without anything significant being added. Calls for support have seemingly been ignored by Rockstar, with Red Dead Online lacking even regular updates to clothing and customization options. And these are some of the most important points here. Between the months of summer 2019, we had Frontier Pursuits in September, which was critically acclaimed. Everyone loved, and that was Red Dead Online taking its next step and Rockstar introducing the next phase of Red Dead Online for players. I think most players loved it, and that is the staple update, the one example of Red Dead Online being fantastic. And then 2 months later, it released on PC, and so the hype was real for that. I converted over to PC and started recording content up there to have better content on YouTube and better quality on YouTube as well as on Twitch for my live streams. And then we had the Moonshine update in December, and players loved that as well. But after that, things just started to go downhill. It took us until the end of July of 2020 to receive the Naturalist update, and while that had content offerings for players, it's just, you're sampling animals, you're hunting animals, and it made the trader role really great, but that's about it. It was a good utility update, but in terms of something that we were expecting from Rockstar standards with GTA Online, it missed the mark. Then, of course, in December of 2020, we got the Bounty Hunter expansion, which I really enjoyed, introducing the infamous bounties, only 3 legendary bounties. I was hoping we would get another 5 or at least 10 like we had with the original bounty hunting role. but you know, we only got 3, but overall we got like 42 or 45 unique missions between the infamous bounties as well as the legendary bounties. And then, since then, the only thing we had in July of 2021 was blood money. So updates are taking longer to release. They're getting smaller in scope, scale, content, all that. Blood money didn't even have items that you could purchase. Naturalist had a lot of stuff for the Naturalist role because it was a new role in and of itself. It had all of the legendary animal garment sets, which of course are just cosmetic, but those were purchases. Those were like 42 or 44 unique ones for all the legendary animals. The Bounty Hunter expansion added a few things here and there, just like role equipment upgrades for the Bounty Hunter. Blood money offered 3 hats. 1 hat for completing the Ansberg heist, the one for completing the Rhodes one, and then the Covington Emerald down in Saint Denis. You needed to complete those on the Ruthless difficulty, and you get awarded the opportunity to purchase a hat. That's it. And since then, we haven't had any new content updates. We haven't had any limited time clothing, customization, anything like that. And since Red Dead Online's release, the game has received 3 big updates, which, you know, okay, maybe I was getting a little bit ahead of myself talking about that, but Frontier Pursuits, which introduced the roles, Moonshiners, and Blood Money, the latter 2 which spotlighted criminal activities. The Naturalist and Bounty Hunters updates, while extensions of the roles, did not add nearly as much as the other 3, and during this time, GTA Online received 6 major updates, including multiple heists and the Contract DLC, which brought back Lamar and Franklin. This favoritism is unfortunately rooted in revenue. Primarily through the purchase of shark cards, the amount of money GTA Online made in the last year totaled nearly $1 billion, and this is almost 10 years after the game released. Red Dead Redemption, by comparison, it doesn't have as big of an audience, despite it still being a hit franchise. That's not too big of a reason for them to like drop this game as they have right now. It still has a very big audience, and it's a Rockstar's title. Lots of people are playing it still, and it was never going to match that revenue, and it seems that GTA Online continued success has diverted Rockstar's attention away from its Red Dead equivalent. We've been vocal about our frustration with the Save Red Dead Online hashtag. Rockstar simply ignored it, and now they're just releasing these monthly updates, and it's just getting really boring here in game. Excuse me, landscapers are outside my window right now. We love that. Thank you very much. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but we'll wrap up here. They say, with no new Red Dead Online updates in 2022 to look forward to, the future of the game is bleak. Leaked files early ahead of the release hinted at grand plans, but those have seemingly been scrapped. GTA Online, conversely, can look forward to another year of updates from Rockstar with no sign of closure for Red Dead Online. So I did just want to talk about this here in this video today to really show that major gaming news outlets like Screen Rant, for example, and then the Gaming Bible, which, you know, just very quickly, it's sort of more one and the same. It's just a very quick article, but you guys can read it for yourself. We'll attach these in the description below. They're hopping on Rockstar about this, you know, they're hopping on the train that, like, we're not being treated right as fans, and we need something in this game. GTA Online gets all the updates. Red Dead Online should and could get some too, but we're just not right now. So we'll have to see what the future holds for us. So with all that said, we'll be wrapping things up right here. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video today, and if you did, hopefully I earned your like on it. And of course, if you are new to my channel and you want to stay up to date with all the best Red Dead Online and Rockstar Games content, consider hitting that subscribe button so you don't miss out on a single thing we post here on the channel. We consistently talk about updates, news, information, tips, tricks, and even leaks, and we'll keep you guys updated here on the channel daily. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you want to follow me over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected with me outside of YouTube, and you're more than welcome to ask many questions on those platforms. You can follow me at HazardousHDTV, and all of my social media links can be found in the description down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching, everyone. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you guys in the next Red Dead Online video. Adios, amigos.